Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel. I'm sure you saw the last video. We spoke about putting twin turb skis on Leroy, which is happening. Twin turb skis. And a lot of people asked, Cleetus, what are you gonna do about this stock LS1 bottom end? Did you guys really think I was gonna hold out on you and just use the stock bottom end for 1,000+ wheel horsepower? Oh no, like I said, we're going big or we're going home. And today I'm at Texas Speed Performance and I got something special to show you. All right, so we just got to Texas Speed. Cooper's here. We flew in this morning and this place is huge. We've been kind of hiding this in the works for the last, I don't know, month or so. And we'll get into all the details in a minute, but this place is amazing and we got to show you around first. So this is Trevor from Texas Speed. What's up, Trevor? Thanks for flying us out.
Absolutely.
We're excited to be here. So what, we got the engine room in here.
Yeah, so this is the clean room. This is our engine room once all machining is done. This is where everything comes in to actually get assembled.
Oh, okay.
So for us, it's basic short blocks, long blocks, turnkey engines. For the retrofit guys, just a mix of absolutely everything. We're strictly LS and Gen 5 LT.
Okay, cool. Oh man, you gonna put one in your backpack? Grab a few on the way out. Just check it in our bags on the way back. How many engines do you guys put out a week or a month or?
On average, I would say consistently 40 a month. Right?
Really?
So,
holy crap.
Yeah, we stay pretty busy.
Jeez. So this is like a fully assembled crate engine.
Yeah,
right
this is one of our turnkey engines. So, you know, for the retrofit guys that want something intake to oil pan, harness, ECM, pre-programmed, basically drop in, fire it up, and go.
Holy cow. Holy smokes. So this is all machining. Holy crap. There's so many heads in here. Jesus. Oh, are they cutting some in there right now? These all do cylinder head porting?
Yeah, all of these, basically, these first 5 machines are nothing but cylinder head porting.
Look at that. That thing is crazy. That 5-axis is nuts.
Yeah.
So how long does this take?
It depends on the cylinder head casting. You know, there's some that can be ported in as little as an hour and a half, and then there's other castings that you know, that will take up to 3 hours. Like the LS7s, they have to be roughed in, and then you actually go back and do the finish pass.
Oh, okay.
So you know, the LS7s will be a multi-step for porting, but others can be, you know, some will be as little as an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. Wow. This machine is the one that will actually finish the raw castings when they actually come in from the foundry. Basically the finished machining before they go to porting. So getting the bolt holes drilled, coolant passages, the PRC logo.
Oh, so they come out like this?
Exactly.
Ah.
So this machine will basically get the heads ready to go to one of the 5-axis machines to actually be ported.
Ah. All right, so this is what we're gonna put in the machine right now, and you guys will see these ears get cut off, as well as the PRC logo get milled in, so should be pretty interesting little time lapse. So we're cutting it without water so we can really see the savagery.
That's my GoPro.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Cooper's GoPro is getting straight pelted. Well, dang. Look at that. That's so cool. Well, there you have it. So this machine just took it from a raw casting into what you see now, so really cool. Crazy how much it can cut off in just one pass. It just doesn't care at all.
We've got where they do nothing but cut retainers, titanium retainers for all of our
Oh, okay.
So all the lathes run pretty much non-stop, just cutting retainers.
So now we're going over to see where the cams are going to be made, and we'll actually get to see some of the Bald Eagle cams in production.
The first cam grinder that we...
Oh, this is right here.
The first, they're both Landis grinders, so GM, Ford, they all use Landis grinders. This is the newest one that we bought in early 2016.
Yeah. Looks pretty serious.
This machine has more capabilities. With a smaller grinding wheel, you're able to get the more aggressive radius and do negative radius on the lobe. So it has more capabilities and even grinding all the Gen 5 LT cams. Everything obviously is a program specific for whatever cam we're cutting.
Yeah.
So once you go in, the grinding wheel will actually come in and it's going to actually face each lobe and cut it to whatever spec it is. So if it's a 224, it's cutting it down to a 224.
Yeah.
You know, typical grinding time coming out of this machine, you're talking typically 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes to do that?
We have lots of QC in place, so they're going to be burn tested. We do acid testing to make sure that the lobes aren't burned while it's actually being ground.
Wow.
From that point, it'll actually go into polishing where the lobes get polished. Then it'll go into laser etching where it gets lasered with our logo. It'll get lasered with the part number, and then it'll be bagged and boxed.
Gotcha. All right, so one of the things that Texas Speed has been kind enough to set up for you guys is a cam giveaway. So what I'll do is put a link in the description to Texas Speed's Instagram. You have to go over there and you'll find a picture about the cam giveaway. You gotta comment something about Bald Eagles America, doing it for Dale, and you also have to follow their Instagram. And you will then be entered into the cam giveaway. In a couple of days, we'll pick one lucky winner and you'll get a cam credit. You can call them up, get whatever Bald Eagle cam you want. But even if you don't have a car that you need a cam for and you want one of these cool Bald Eagle cams, call them up, and if you won, you get your cam. But like I said, we'll pick the winner in a couple of days, probably the end of the week, and hopefully one of you guys ends up with one of these Bald Eagle cams.
So this is the engine side of things where you actually have the cylinder hone, the line hone, our block machine where all of the blocks actually go in.
There's one in there.
Yeah, and this is actually going to be a re-sleeve, so this will be for your engine.
This is what Leroy's getting right here?
This is what she's getting. So
damn.
All of these start as a Gen 4 aluminum block, GM-based block.
Okay.
We'll actually cut the factory sleeves out of it, and then from that point is when we'll go in and actually install the darkened sleeves. Once the sleeves are installed, when it goes in this machine, it's going to basically get all the surfaces flat again. So it's going to be decking, it's going to be stroker clearancing, any and everything. It's going to be probing as well. So we're actually going to check to make sure that location of cylinders, everything is exact according to a GM blueprint.
Yeah. Just to give you guys an idea how thick of a cut that actually is, you can probably see the shavings on the video, but so it's going from that down there to that up there. How big is that of a cut?
415,000.
That's a thick cut. That's a lot of metal. Oh my God. That's a lot of metal to come out of there for the first cut. Pretty crazy. They can do everything from start to finish in-house for these engines. So now we're heading to the engine dyno. They're actually testing an engine right now, so we're gonna see what they've got. So you do cam testing?
Yeah, so we'll do, right now we've got a supercharged LSA engine.
Oh, LSA blower. We just did that.
All of our camshafts, from the actual development of lobes, all of that is done where once we do it, of course, we grind it in-house, we can go straight to the dyno with it. So all of our cams, if it's an LS7 cam, it's being tested in a factory LS7 engine.
Nice.
LSA is an LSA, so that way our customers know exactly what they're getting. They know exactly the power it makes, where it makes the power, so there's no second guessing. There's times that we'll test 30, 35 different lobes, just trying to get a little more power, see what's working a little bit better. So we've got lots of capabilities because all of that is in-house, and we have the ability to test everything in-house.
That's
so
incredible.
We can revise until it's the best product possible.
We're going in with the engine. That's nice. So this is an actual LSA engine, like straight out of a Camaro ZL1 or a CTSV. That's a ZL1 lid though, so.
Yeah, this is actually a GM crate motor, so we bought the motor brand new from GM.
It's a GM crate LSA.
Good 580 horse crate motor that they
nice. All right, well, they're gonna do a test run with this LSA, so let's see what it makes. Engine dyno is so much different than a chassis dyno. So you can hear the load changing and man, how about that blower whine?
Yeah, that sounded good.
That was sick. I've never actually seen an engine dyno room like straight up.
Invaluable because for testing, you know, LSA takes a little bit longer as far as cam swap, but not really. But you know, as far as being able to do a cam swap, you know, you can go in and swap cams in 20 minutes. So you're not having to move radiators and that kind of stuff. You know? Makes it a lot more accessible. So when you are testing parts, you can do it a lot more efficiently. But also take out the variables of drivetrain. You know, where you're not fighting varying temperatures of transmission, rear end, and the drivetrain loss. So you actually get to see the flywheel horsepower of exactly what it's making without having all of those other factors in place. So the red line will actually show you the baseline of the engine, bone stock out of the crate. The black line is the power it's making now. The only modifications done right now is a 2.85-inch upper pulley with a 9.25 lower. So we're basically getting those in place before we start the cam testing because anybody putting a cam in an LSA is either doing pulleys at the same time or they've already done the pulley. So we want to test it as the customers are going to be using it.
Makes perfect sense. All right, so the red is the baseline, and then it just made 655 torque on that one and 680 horsepower. Cool. All right, guys, so what I'm about to show you is Leroy the Savage's new engine, and I'm super excited. This is like the craziest thing to me. I've never had a new built engine in my entire life. This is a Texas Speed and Performance re-sleeved aluminum 427. We stuck with aluminum just because of the weight issue with Leroy already having a bunch of weight in the front. So they re-sleeved these and put these super thick, meaty Darton sleeves back in there. And this is a Gen 4 GM casting, and it's completely transformed into being a engine that can hold, you know, 1,000, maybe 1,200 horsepower if that's what we decide to throw at it. And Trevor's gonna tell us a little bit about what we're gonna put on the insides of Leroy's new 427.
Okay, so now that it's at this point, finished product, as far as rotating assembly, we're gonna do a Texas Speed forged 4-inch crankshaft. We're gonna do our upgraded I-beam 6125 connecting rods for the added power. So I'm sure at some point it's gonna get pushed past the 1,000 horsepower mark to the tire. So went ahead and upgraded it with connecting rods. It'll have Wiseco pistons, obviously forged aluminum pistons. It also has the upgraded tool steel wrist pins. So again, for that, you know, that power level going 1,000 plus to the tire, we go ahead and do the little things extra just for the holding capacity on the engine itself. So, you know, as far as rotating assembly goes, that kind of power, especially in today's world in LS where so many guys making 1,400 to the tire, easily handle that with these thick Darton sleeves. You're not going to have as much distortion with the cylinder wall because it is a thicker sleeve. It's a much harder material than the factory GM sleeve as well. So when you are under boost, you're not going to have as much distortion, but just having that thicker sleeve also just helps with the rigidity of the block as well.
So obviously there's a huge time issue here. I wouldn't be posting this video that we're just now building an engine for Leroy. We spoke with Texas Speed and Performance about this quite a while ago, and lucky for us, we already have this 427 back at Fasterproms. The complete short block showed up in just a couple of days after we decided to do it, and we're already swapping the engine in as we speak, and that'll be in the first episode of Turboing Leroy coming at you guys in a couple of days. Well, we're hitting the road. We're heading back to Florida. Had a great time at Texas Speed and Performance, and we got to see a little sneak peek of what's coming with Leroy's new engine. So thanks for watching. Do it for Dale, and we'll see you just a couple of days for the first episode of Turboing Leroy.
Well, dang. Hope you enjoyed your time on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel. Check out some of our t-shirts. We've got the Do It For Dale t-shirt, the Do It For America t-shirt, and of course the Twin Turbskis t-shirt, all of which can be found in the link in the description below. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe and check out this video that we posted earlier this week.